I hope that you are well. Today we'll be doing our grade 2 English lesson on nouns. And before we start, we're going to log on to aplusstudents.ca. Once you've logged on to aplusstudents.ca with our username, as well as our password, and then we're going to select the subject of English Language Arts, grade 2. And then we're going to scroll down up until we get to the chapter of nouns. All right. So our chapter is nouns. Our subject is English Language Arts. Grade 2. And in the lessons that we are going to be focusing on is to select the nouns and as well as which word is a noun. All right. So a noun, right? It names a person, names an animal, a place, or it names things, right? And some of our nouns, it names a person, like we said, it names an animal, it names places, and it names a thing, right? So nouns that names a person. An example of nouns or some of the nouns that names a person, it's words like, for example, girl or boy, right? Those are but a few nouns that names a person. And then we have some of our nouns that names an animal, all right? So, and if we think of nouns that names animals, then it's words like a duck, cat, dog, fish. Literally, the list goes on with any specific animals, right? And then some of our nouns names a place. And places can be words like park or zoo or school, or it can basically just be any places. Police station, museum, instead of saying the name of these places, right? And then some of our nouns names things. It can be hats, it can be trains, it can be beds, balls, tables, chairs, right? Those are all things. So basically, these are nouns, right? And like we said, these are nouns, and these nouns, it names an animal, it names a person, a place, and it even names a thing. All right. So nouns can also be names of people, right? Which means that it can also be your name. Like, for example, it can say, instead of saying girl, we can say Jessica. Instead of just saying a boy, we could say Jack. Mom is the name of a person. Dad, cousin, grandma, even grandpa, uncle, right? These are all names of people. All right. And also, like we said, with some of our animals, right? We said animals is your duck, cat, dog, fish, literally any animal, even a snake. We have hamsters, bird, even a lion is our animal, right? Cheetah, elephant, right? These are but a few animals, right? That nouns also names. So far we said nouns names a person and we made mention of a few people, names an animal, and we made mention of a few animals. Places, right? We said places that the names, right? It doesn't necessarily have to be the exact name of a place, right? Like it doesn't have to be the name of the park or say whatever zoo it is. It's just a zoo, a park, a school instead of being specific about the school, right? Museum, maybe the mall instead of giving a specific name of the mall. So these, we even can say shops, right? So these are places, right? That nouns name. And like I say, it can be different places because usually nouns, it names general people, animals, places, and things. And then we say some nouns names things, right? And we said things can basically be anything that we make mention of. And if we make mention of things, then we say it can be hat, train, ball, tables. You can even say pens or pencils. Even a laptop is a thing, computer, right? Um, Blankets, they are things. Books are things, right? And these are but a few things that we can make mention of. So once again, a noun, it names a person, an animal, it names a place, and it names a thing. And we said that when some of the nouns that names a person can be basically names like girl, boy, Jessica, Jack, instead of saying the names grandma, grandpa, dad, mom, cousin, uncle, right? And then we said some of the nouns names animals, and then we made a few mention of animals like your ducks, your cats, dog, fish, and so on. And then some of our nouns names places can be park, the zoo, the museum, schools, shops, the mall. And then some of our nouns names things like hat and train and ball and tables and pens and so on. Right? All right, so now we're going to A plus students at CA where we are going to continue with our lessons on, or let's say our chapter on nouns, and we're going to focus on the lesson of to select the nouns and which word is a noun. All right, and we're going to select the noun, right? So we're going into our first lesson, which is to select the nouns. All right. So now we're going to look at an activity, right? And this is where we're going to be saying, or we're going to identify, um, we're going to find a noun, and then we're going to say if it is either a noun that names a person, a noun that names an animal, a place, or a thing, right? All right. So if we look at the first noun or the first sentence, it says, find the one noun. We need to find one noun within our sentence, right? It says a noun, it either names a person, a noun, it names a place, it names an animal, or it names a thing, right? They're not even giving us the activity over here. But once again, we said nouns, it names a animal, it names a person, a place, or a thing. And we said that some nouns it names a person like girl or boy. It names an animal like a duck or cat. It names a place like park or zoo. It names a thing like hat or train, right? So let us quickly go to our test. So we need to find one noun, right? And it says dog or sometimes or almost. We need to identify one noun. Is it dog, sometimes, or almost? And if we were to identify our noun within the sentence, yes, we would go with option one. Well done. So, dog, and it basically names an animal, right? So, well done. Dog, it names also an animal. So, option one is correct. We need to find one noun. Is it option one, so? Option two, money? Option three, off? We need to select one noun. And then also say if it names a person, if it names an animal, a place, or a thing. All right, and if we were to find our or to select or find our correct noun, then we would go with option two. Option two is correct, right? So well done. But now, option two, does it name a person? Does it name an animal? Does it name a place? Or does it name a thing? So money. Money is correct. But does it name a person? Does it name an animal, a place, or a thing? All right, so money is correct, right? Which is option two. But, and we can also say that money, it names a thing, right? Because it's money are things, right? All right, we need to find one noun. Is it from, very, or friend? So option one, from, option two, very, or option two, friend. We need to select a noun. From, very, or friend. All right. And if we were to choose the correct one, then yes, we would choose option three. And option three, it names a person, right? Because a person is a friend. So well done. All right. We have cup, very, or again. We need to find the one word that is a noun. Is it cup? Is it very? Or is it again? One word that is a noun. All right. And if we were to choose the correct option, right, which is a noun, then we will go with option one. And that is correct, right? And cup is correct and it names a thing. Things that we drink out, like your cutlery and so on, we call those things, right? So well done. Then we need to find another word, right? One word that is a noun. Is it why, room, or with? Why, room, or with? So why, room, or with? All right. And if we were to choose the correct option, then we would say option two is correct, right? So well done. Yes, option two is correct. Room, right? So room. So we said that a noun, it names a person, animal, place, or thing, and room names a specific place, right? So where, it's in the room. It's where, it states where the place is, right? All right, we need to find one noun. Is it the, about, or bus? So the, about, or bus. We need to select one noun. So the, about, or bus. All right, and if we were to choose the correct option, we would then say bus. Yes, and bus is correct, right? And bus, it names a thing, right? So what kind of thing? It is a bus. It's a form of transport, right? So well done. We need to also select another noun, right? One more noun. Is it not, then, or grandmother? We need to select a noun. Not, then, or grandmother. So not, then, or grandmother is the one word. All right. And if we were to select the correct noun, then yes, we would say option three. And option three, which is grandmother, right? Option three is grandmother. And we can say grandmother names a person, right? Because remember, we said if we name persons or people, it can be things like girl or boy or mother, father, uncle, aunt, grandma, granddad, right? So grandmother is a noun and it names a person. So well done. All right. Now we're going to say which word is a noun. We're not going to say which word is a noun. And we said some of a noun it names people, animals, places, or things. And we made an example where we said some nouns it names people like women, friend, teacher. Some nouns it names places. It can be town, library, park. Some nouns it names things like bicycle, horses, flowers, right? And also we have, okay, yeah, in this case they put things, they put horses, they put animals under things, right? So if we look at the word in bold, so look at the word in bold. It says my younger cousin can stand on one leg. So younger, is this a noun, especially a noun that names a person, an animal, place, or thing? So younger, is that a noun? So we need to say if younger is a noun, yes, or if younger is not a noun or is a noun, no. All right, so if we look at that sentence that says, my younger cousin can stand on one leg, younger is not a noun, right? Younger is basically describing a noun, which is cousin. So, cousin is a noun that basically tells us about a person. It is a noun that names a person. So, younger is like an adjective that describes cousin. It tells us what cousin. Is it younger cousin, older cousin, middle cousin, right? So younger is an adjective, so it is not a noun, right? My mom and dad fished down by the river. So the word by, is the word by a a noun? The word by, is that a noun? And if we look at that word by, right, then we can say no, by is not a noun, right? By is a preposition. So my mom and dad fished down by the river. By is not a noun, right? It is a preposition. The words that are nouns is mom and dad. All right, so by is a preposition. After, look at the word after. It says the boys will race home after school today. So what is after? Is it a noun? So the boys will race home after school today. So the word after, is that a noun or what is that? All right, so we can then say after is a preposition. All right, so now we're going to the test where we're going to say which word is a noun. So it says, is the word in bold a noun? The word after. It says the boys will race home after school today. Is this a noun? Yes, option one, no, option two. All right, so if we look at the word after, then we will say no, after is not a noun, right? We said after is a preposition. String. Did your brother tie those pieces of string together? Yes or no. Is that a noun? Yes or no, it is not a noun. So, did your brother tie those pieces of string together? We need to choose the correct noun, or let's say basically, is the word string a noun because that word is in bold? So, string, is that a noun? Yes, or it's a noun? No. All right, so if we were to choose if string is a noun, then we will say yes, string is a noun. All right, so well done. String is correct. My dad whistles on his way to the office. Whistles. Or my dad, sorry, dad. Is dad a noun? Yes. Or is dad not a noun? No. So option one, yes, or option two, no. So my dad whistles on his way to the office. The word dad. All right, so we can say the word dad, right? Yes, we can say that is a noun. So my dad whistles on his way to the office. So which means that dad is a noun. So well done. Can you throw this basketball up in the air? So can you throw this basketball up in the air? So the word throw, look at the word throw. Is that a noun? Option one, yes, or option two, no. Throw. Is that a noun? Throw. So throw. So throw, we can say no, it is not a verb, right? Because throw is a verb. It's something that one does, right? So well done. No is correct. is correct. His shoes got stuck in the mud. His shoe got stuck in the mud. His. Is that a noun? Yes or no, it is not a noun. So his. Do we say his is a noun? Yes, or his is not a noun? No. So his, right? And we're going to say no, his is not a noun, right? So yes, well done. No, it is not a noun. So well done. No is correct because he is not a noun. So the last one. It says my younger cousin can stand on one leg. So younger, the word younger, is that a noun? Yes, option one, or no, option two. Younger. And we can say younger is not a noun because younger, it describes our noun, right? Because it's not just any cousin, but it is our younger cousin. All right, so that is now the end of our lesson on nouns. We are going to complete the other lessons on nouns in our next lesson. Right, we said a noun, it names a person, an animal, a place, or a thing. All right, so this is the end of our lesson, grade 2. Thank you very much for joining our class, and you should have a good day further. Goodbye.